what is so special about MI6 that it's considered one of the greatest and best intelligence agencies in the world? The UK is a country of close to 70 million people, and still it is considered by far one of the best, top three.
Well, it's had its disasters, but
every intelligence organization has.
Yeah, but it's probably man for pound, woman for pound, because it's got a good gender balance. One of the best services at recruiting and running human sources. So, and it also is backed by a very sophisticated signals intelligence organization, the equivalent of NSA. And for reasons that are really accidents of history, we have a very sophisticated, small, high-quality, well-integrated intelligence community. And I mean, most of my career, I was a frontline case officer. I was a spy master. My job was to recruit and run human sources. And I mean, you did make a reference to me you should have said spy master. And I mean, I did in my career run some of the really big espionage cases of that period of history that the UK was involved in.
But do you think it has anything to do with Britain's reach throughout the world, through the former colonies, of having this incredible network apparatus that the United States does not have?
Well, yeah, I mean, what I would say is it's partly cultural.
Mm-hmm.
It's partly based on myth and reputation. I mean, an intelligence organization has to have the power to attract, if you see what I mean. So those people who ideologically want to spy, or for whatever reason, say, well, who am I going to go to? I mean, they might well go to CIA. But I mean, what I think annoyed CIA, and bearing in mind they're our closest friends, but what annoyed CIA was that a lot of the people who might have gone to CIA came to SIS as well, or instead. And I mean, there are all sorts, I mean, interestingly, there are all sorts of explanations for this, but I think the fundamental, I think there's something about one sort of the moral standards that the country projects, the rule of law, the issue of sort of cultural balance, the attractions of Anglophone culture. I mean, there are all sorts of reasons, but I mean, don't underestimate CIA either. And I'm a critic of your intelligence service because I know it better than most foreigners. But on the other hand, I'm a great admirer of it as well.
Sir Richard, I think you recruited a couple of people in the audience this evening. You stole them from CIA.